Hello, Magic players. Welcome you to episode number 61 of the Brewers Tavern. Good to have you all here. Charles, good to have you here as
Hello.
well.
Good to be here for episode 61. It's been a little while since we recorded episode 60, so super excited to get back in the Brewers Tavern. And really curious, what do you have for everyone today?
Oh, man. I hoped I would have played something different after I saw your list. I decided to go on a deck which I played last weekend on a tournament. Um, it is a robots deck with black, blue, and red. Yeah, Trikes, Animate Dead, Psyblasts, yeah, stuff like that. And I hope it works, but as I said, I saw your list. My hopes are lower now.
Now, first, I have to tell everyone how funny that sounds because I'm playing a monocolor deck today. So Mitja is really scared today of a monocolor deck, and it is
100%.
my favorite monocolor deck. Still tweaking it to find what the best list is, but I'll talk more about why Mitja's so scared of it. But you'll get the idea pretty quickly in the deck tech.
I
So I'd
get
say let's start with your list, and then we'll go to mine next.
exactly. So we start with my list and then we move on to your monster. I hope I can steal one round today. Just one.
I mean, who's never been scared of a monocolored deck? Can't splash all the power cards.
Yeah,
So you're not going to have a
and
deck with regrowth and the blue power and tutor and twist and
yeah.
balance and
And you're not
regrowth. I
mono
mean,
blue. You're not mono blue, so you have
I'm not mono
literally
blue.
zero power. Oh, not zero, but
Only
you know
only
what I mean.
only the mana rocks. That's
Yeah,
it. So it's not mono blue. So
yeah,
a lot of fear for a non blue power
exactly.
monocolored deck. So let's go to the deck tech and let's
Exactly.
see what you have.
And here we are. This is my deck list. As I told you before, I play black, red, and blue. Blue mainly for the copy artifacts, the mana drain, the brain geyser, twister, and two Psyblasts, and the Sage of Latnam, which is kind of super important in that kind of list because the Sage gives you the opportunity to sack the Sushis or the Trikes to dodge your opponent's removal on your high artifact spells. Um, the copy artifact and the Sages also make the animate deaths better, which are two in the main board, which I have two in the main board. Um, and also with cards like Tetravus, you can build more tokens and draw more cards. Yeah, they are also sacrificing the mana vaults when they're tapped and stuff like that. So yeah, the deck normally is pretty decent. In the main board, I try to play all the good stuff spells which you want to have in such an artifact build. 4 copy artifact, 2 animate that, so you should shoot 2 damage to your opponent, 1 on the trike, animate that, it shoot another 3, stuff like that, or sack it with the sage. Um, a fireball which you can easily cast for 7, 8, or 9 with 4 mana balls and 4 sushis. Yeah, this is basically the main board. Like all the cards should be super well known as long as you play Old School Magic for a little longer. Let's keep it like that. Um, Cards like Shop help you to bring out the 4 drops pretty fast. In the sideboard, I try to go with 3 Shatter and Earthquake, 4 Red Blasts, 2 Abyss, 3 Blue Blasts, and 2 City in a Bottle. They're all pretty decent sideboard cards. To be honest, the list I'm playing today was invented by Leo Bruder, a guy from Germany who lives in Switzerland and is part of the Legion Urborg. Um, I think the deck is pretty decent and super well designed. Um, Normally he top eights or he top eighted with this list several times. Um, but you will see why I am afraid of Charles' lists in like, let's say, 20 seconds. I think whoever pilots this deck will not have a good matchup against what Charles is bringing today. But it's, as I said, it's fine for me. I hope I can steal one game. Yeah. So I think,
Well, I'll say one thing is your sideboard. So not only is it a bad matchup, but your sideboard does absolutely nothing for you. The only cards that you can bring in are 3 shatters, which will just be okay. I mean, they'll be. I would probably do it if I were you, but I don't think it's going to change the trajectory too much.
I'm totally with you. Like, I have the 3 shatters, and that's basically it. Like,
and they're just okay.
Shatters. Yeah.
All right, so we've spoke a lot about this monocolor deck, which is my favorite. Let's take a look at it.
Exactly. And Charles, here's your list.
Okay, so the idea to this is when you play any monocolor other than white, you have a problem with removing artifacts, and you can kind of, try to use discs to deal with enchantments. If you're playing mono black, you can't remove artifacts. Mono blue, you can't remove artifacts. They all have downsides, but one of the things about white is it has almost all the removal in Old School, and the idea to this deck is we're going to try to maximize that. We're not going to have too many win cons, but we're really going to push the removal. So it's 4 disenchants, 4 swords in the main, plus we're going to have 2 wraths and 2 mazes. So if I'm playing against a creature base, I'm really going to have quite a lot of help in the main. And if I'm playing against artifact base, I'm also going to have a Dust to Dust and a Divine Offering in the main as well. It's land tax with Ivory Tower, and I'm very thin on lands, if you actually see. Only 12 planes. But if I land tax, I can aggressively pull them out, try to gain life with the Ivory Tower. I have a Felden's Cane, so if I have to end up discarding planes, I don't really care. Jail and Tome is a superstar card. I don't have blue power. I don't have draw 7s. But Jail and Tome is absolutely fabulous in this deck because if I'm playing against a creatureless deck, these swords and wraths can be used to cycle through the deck with Jalem. And if I'm playing against and vice versa. So if you're not heavy on artifacts, I can cycle Dust to Dust if you're, and vice versa. So that card's great. Plus, when you're land taxing, you're thinning out the deck, which is great for drawing. You're going to draw gas instead of just more lands. But you can also use the lands to cycle through Jalen Tome as well. Win cons are factories and Jade statues, which work really well with Wrath of God, because Wrath of God won't hit either of them, of course. And they're good blockers anyway, because this deck is not very aggressive. So a 3/6 blocker is pretty good, as well as factors are pretty good. Post board, if I'm playing against an artifact deck, and it doesn't have to be robots, it can be Twiddle Vault, it can be anything that really relies on them. I have the other 3 Dust to Dust in the sideboard, and 2 more Divine Offering. So if you look after sideboard, if I'm playing against an artifact heavy deck, I can have 4 Disenchants, 4 Dust to Dust, and 3 Divine Offerings. I mean, this is going to be brutal if you're relying on artifacts. On the other hand, if you're relying on creatures,
Charles, who would do that? Who would rely on artifacts against such?
I don't know who would.
No one. No one. Literally, no one would do that.
If you're relying on creatures, I can bring in another Wrath of God, so that would be a 3rd Wrath of God. I could bring in Spirit Links. I can bring in a 2nd City in a Bottle, which a lot of the creatures you're concerned with anyway are Arabian, and there's 1 bottle in the main board. And Nova Pentacle is a fun card to deal with creatures too. I do have 2 Sarah Angels in the sideboard. They are super. They're kind of like an Abyss for white. They can pretty much block a creature a turn, and you can swing for 4 in the air is really good. The Cop Red, I don't know if it's really needed since I have 4 Ivory Towers. I think the 2 Karmas are really important, because if I'm playing against, this deck is so not aggressive. If I'm playing against an Underworld Dreams deck, that's a hard clock on me. And yes, I do have a Chaos Orb and 4 Disenchants. I kind of want to put a clock after sideboard on my opponent. So if you're playing lots of swamps, I'm going to try to put a clock on you while you're trying to put a clock on me, is the idea of the Karma. But I think it's a beautiful deck. It's a very different type of mono white list than we've seen. We saw the mid-range in episode 1. We've seen White Weenie. I played a mono white Karma deck before. I think this is my favorite monocolor list. I've maybe played 6 or 7 matches, and at worst on 50-50, if not better so far. But those just random matches. So super excited to play it. I got lucky that you happen to be playing robots because that's the best matchup because all my artifact hate work and all my creature hate work. So yeah, if you could steal a game, that would be really good for you. But you have the broken cards, right? So you have a lot of the power and
No
wheels. And
complaints here. Look, as I said, if I
I
can
have
steal
none of
one
that. I have
card,
balance.
yeah.
So you have restricted cards, and I have balance. So
The,
we'll see what happens.
the thing is, I quick calculated. Main board, you have 16 removal, if I'm not wrong, against me, and after boarding, you can push it up to 24. The, as you said, both fits or both sticks, like the artifact removal sticks plus the creature removal. This
Well, I mean, two more points about it is Armageddon. I mean, I have Wrath to wipe any creatures. Armageddon is so good with land tax because you can, if you have a tax out, your opponent will have to play a land, and then you can just land tax and get up to Ivory Tower and have more lands to play. And a way this deck could win as well is with the Tormund's Crypt and the Felden's Cane. So if I'm not dealing damage and I'm just removing everything you throw out, kind of like what the deck tries to do, but this is just mono white. I can remove your graveyard. With Tormund's Crypt is great because it's a hard counter to your opponent playing a Regrowth or Recall, and then makes your Time Twister worse. And then I could shuffle my everything back in, which is a really important card for this list to be able to do that. So we'll see if that happens. I don't think we're going to play many games today because I think these games might be very long, but let's go to the Brewers Tavern and see what happens.
Exactly. And here we are in the Brewers Tavern. Hey. Give it a quick shuffle. I just need to draw Mind Twist turn 1 all day long. Mox.
Oh, that wins you every game for episode 61. I think I can do about that.
Dreamstart Workshop, Land Lotus, Crack Lotus for Twister, draw Black Mox, 2 mana vaults, plus Mind Twist you turn after Sushi, game 1. Easy. Easy.
You think I'm going to choose that pile for you? There's no way.
I hope so hard that you choose that pile for me.
No way.
At least once.
All right.
And 3. Where's the number?
Pile 2 for you.
Number 1 for you.
All right, you want to roll for us? I'll take either.
I start.
Okay. Oh, look, you have such a big advantage. You're starting. You keeping?
Thinking. I mulligan this. And in every other matchup I would have kept it.
Okay, I'm going to keep.
But the hand is just doing nothing against you, no pressure, nothing at all. So, shuffle.
I don't really want to be too aggressive with mulling if I can avoid it because I don't have ancestrals and draw 7s and make up for it. Pile 3.
Pile 3? Okay. Let's try it. Pass the turn. Oh, sorry, I need to put 1 card down. This one. Pass the turn. Sure.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Oh, so good. Top deck city. And I guess this is so funny. I'm going to robot you. Your turn. I'm not even trying to be aggressive with this list.
Pass the turn. The problem now, you forced me to play a land because otherwise I take 3, right?
Yep. Your turn.
what to do. Sorry, need to think. This is not easy. I don't want to play that land drop. Okay, thinking. And play demonic.
Okay.
And I think I take this card. Yes, I take that card. And then I pass the turn, sadly.
Okay, we're going to land tax.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to take 3 planes.
I think.
Oh, yeah, I'm not going to go for any forest or mountains or islands that are not in the deck. Okay, and I will draw for turn.
Yes. I'll keep up your hand a little bit.
He will act for 3.
14.
Go to discard.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yes. For all of it?
No, 5, if I'm not miscalculating. Yeah, 5.
Okay.
You have 7 cards. How do we do that?
You just tell me, give me 2 numbers. This is 1.
Number 7.
Okay, and what other number?
And number 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
These 2.
I think this is the easiest way to do it. Yay. Oh no. Oh god, okay. Yeah. Probably you I gave you the only 2 cards which are good in your hand, bastard.
I mean, Wrap is pretty good, and Factory is not terrible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, your turn.
Okay, we'll tax again.
Oh.
And we'll draw for turn. Swing for 3.
Yes.
And your turn.
Pass the turn.
Tax again.
The problem is with, like, let's say 2 or 3 land tax triggers, you're so far ahead. Not because of the fact that you have more cards in hand, because they're all lands, but you're drawing just more business than I do. You know what I mean?
I have one planes left. The deck. It was some miscounting.
I mean, as long as you have 1 left, it doesn't matter. You can just easily search for it.
I'm not worried about not playing lands now because there's 1 card. You have more lands anyway. We'll take these. We'll draw for turn.
Okay.
Land.
Yeah.
How many cards do you have, you said?
4. Book's good.
To
Yeah.
Swing.
I'll go to 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will discard the planes. And your turn.
Hey, play Mox. Oh god. I pass the turn to you.
Might as well fish. You have 3 lands. Yep, we'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, I would take it if I were you. It is for free, you know? Like the subscribe button. Ha! Ha 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 ha. Oh.
Okay, I'm going to tax for only 1. Just made that decision. Not going for 2 or 3. All right, and we'll draw.
Yep.
We'll play planes for turn.
Cool.
Do I jail him?
Sure.
Activate Jade Statue.
Sure. Activate factory.
Okay, I will respond to that.
Thinking. I eat it. Take 3 damage and draw a card.
Okay. Your turn. 1 cards.
Mana Vault. Pass the turn.
No taxing. Just draw.
Yeah. I'll keep up your hand a little bit. Okay. Okay. 3 colorless. With 1 colorless, I activate the factory. Block.
Okay.
I still have 2 colorless in my pool. I Psyblast your statue and we trade. I go
And
to
you go
3.
to 3.
End of turn. I guess we're end of turn. I eat my mana vault and draw a card. Okay. And then I go to my turn. Factory. Soldering. Pass the turn.
Activate. Go to attack.
Activate my factory.
I will. Okay.
Block.
Okay.
Mana in my pool. I still have 1 floating. Psyblast. Your Jade statue go to 1.
Okay. You're at 1.
Mitja alive. Fallon's cane is fine.
Use a book. We'll discard a hints and your turn.
Yeah. Go. Oh no, wait, I can attack you. Ha.
Sure. 19. Remove your 2 artifacts. The game.
Okay.
Use a book.
Yeah.
X. And turn.
Attack.
Sure.
Time walk.
Sure.
Pass the turn.
How many cards do you have?
3.
Activate the book.
Yeah.
We'll discard Armageddon.
Okay.
I will Armageddon.
Yeah.
I'll play a land for turn.
Sure. Yeah.
Mops.
Yeah.
And your turn. Cards.
Play a land for the turn. Pass the turn.
Attack?
Sorry?
You don't want to, no attack.
No attack. Pass the turn.
Okay.
I'm afraid of ball lightning or so.
Yeah, ball lightning's likely to show up in this list. Free tower.
Yeah, sure.
Kill.
Yeah.
We'll discard. We will discard a Ace of F.
Okay. My turn?
Not yet.
Okay.
It's your turn.
Vault. Pass the turn.
Okay. Your turn.
One colorless floating. Wheel.
Swords, your guy.
I will, in response, sack the mana vault and draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah. Then he's
That's what you get.
I go to 2. You got Fireball, Copy Artifact, Strip Mine, and Trike. 3. Still have one colorless floating. Mana vault. I copy artifact my Mox Ruby. No, your Mox Sapphire, even better. And with the Sapphire mana, I play Mana Vault and pass the turn.
Okay, let me okay, I'm gonna use the king.
Okay, so we both shuffle in our graveyard.
No. This is just me.
Just you. Okay, okay.
Building this game is just me.
Too bad.
Because you have 2 lands and I want a land tax, and I have no lands.
Okay.
I also lost all the disenchants and swords and some really good removal. Okay. Okay. And let me see if I want to use Jalem, which I do want to use Jalem. I'll use Jalem, Tom.
Cool.
Oh, We'll discard.
Oh, you got infinite life out of the ivory tower already, right?
I mean, I'm going to be getting a lot right now. Land tax because you have 2 lands. Yep.
Hmm?
These are going to be long games. I have you to 1. Maybe I can get you.
2, actually.
You're at 2. Oh yeah, you're at 2.
I got 1 life from the stage.
3, 4, and then these are all life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 life. So I will be at 24.
Yeah.
I will draw for turn.
Yeah. You just need a jade statue or something.
I'm going to be trying. Play Tormund's Crypt.
Yeah.
Statue.
Yeah.
We'll play land for turn.
Sure.
And we will play Chaos Orb.
Okay.
And 7 cards your turn.
Then you got it. Because I only have 2 blockers and you have 1 removal.
Okay, how long was that game?
To sideboard directly, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Was that around 30 minutes? 25 minutes? Something like that?
Yeah, I guess so. Give me a second.
All right, let's do the sideboard game.
Yeah, maybe even a little bit more. I have no idea how to board that.
Well,
So.
it's going to be the last card I'm going to take out.
Worries. As you said before, I only have 3 cards to board.
Yeah, I mean, and they don't make it. What I'm bringing in is better than what you're bringing in for sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't really know. I mean, 5 I can take out. I don't know what I'm supposed to take out for the last one. Yeah, no. Let's do that. Not sure if it's right. I can't do that. Take out something else.
Okay.
Okay, this could be totally wrong. I have to make a decision. Pile 1.
I guess there's no wrong decision which you could make. You
Yeah,
have
no, it's probably true. If I take out some of the ivory towers, it probably is okay because it means I just have more removal. So I don't need the life gain because I'm just going to be removing whatever would damage me. I'm probably so far ahead it almost doesn't matter what I do. I mean, of course, I probably lose this game now saying that, but
I try. Pile number 1, please.
and I hope you gave me the good one.
Yeah. I hope not. No, it's fine. Sometimes you need to play tough matchups to practice a little bit more.
All right, let's just try it. Why not? It.
Pass the turn in your upkeep, draw 3, and then it's fine. Yeah.
Well, you have a good head start. Turn.
Okay. Go.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
turn.
Okay, this was just good.
Mind twist, and I'll just scoop, of course.
Yeah, I have it.
Scoop. That's what you have to do.
Yeah. I stole one. I stole one. At least one.
I don't know if anyone's going to be that impressed watching. Mine's just my whole hand after I just have 2 lands out,
But
and you
to
just
be
win.
fair, I think you should not have. I would not have scooped
Oh
at
no,
that point.
I'm scooping to that. There's no game left. I have 0 cards and 2 lands. There's nothing.
But I had 0 pressure, and I need to untap these mana vaults because I take constantly damage. But sometimes when I see these land tax lists, it feels always off when they feel super strong when you have the land tax. You know what I mean? Like they're so nuts with land tax. But when I played the land tax list, it always felt super bad. Or every hand without a land tax felt super bad.
I mean, I had 2 swords and 3 divine offerings. I mean, you were going to have a pile 2 hard time unless I lose my whole hand.
Pile number 1 again.
I also don't mind losing a game like that because it's like doesn't show anything.
Yeah, it just happens. Yeah,
All right, I will be on the fly.
yeah, sure.
Okay, we will try it.
Sure.
Of course.
Go.
21.
My turn. Upkeep.
Yep.
Good that you cut at me. So I draw for the turn. Oh. From this is so bad. This is bad. Oh, thinking. Oh, 2, 4, 6, 8. Discard Twister, pass the turn.
22.
Yeah.
We'll swing for 2.
Take it.
Sure.
Okay. computer. Thinking, sorry. Pass the turn. After I found the card which I want. Okay, got it.
Okay. Swing for 2.
Okay.
All right, 6 cards, your turn.
So, sorry. Back. 7, right?
I think 6. 6.
Okay. Do this and that. Copy artifact. Interesting. I'm sorry, this is the only line how I win that game.
For how much? For all of it?
For everything.
Yeah, I'll scoop you out. I don't think there's a game. I mean, if I lose my whole hand, there's nothing to. This is just mono white. There's no catching up.
Yeah, that's why I protected myself with discarding a twister. You know what I mean? To secure myself from not playing twister. I'm sorry that I also demonic for the twist, for the mind twist, and I played around dust to dust. I thought you have dust to dust in hand. That's why I didn't copy artifact turn earlier.
But there's no point in playing, and you also had ancestral, so you had more cards. So there's no point. If you have ancestral, then just the whole hand. You're good. Good game.
Playing 2 games with ancestral into mind twist. This is just okay.
You just scoop and move on to the next one.
Yeah, the thing is with this artifact deck, it's consistently producing mana because of 4 mana vaults plus 4 copy artifact plus the 5 moxen.
Pile 1.
Pile 1? Okay.
I mean, I don't care about. I mean, those type of games. If you lose your whole hand, it's just like that's fine. You just go to the next. I don't think it shows anything about the deck. I just think that's almost any deck you play. If you lose your whole hand, that's the end of the game.
I keep it.
Okay, we'll try it.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, go. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
Draw a card. Discard your Scallion. Pass the turn.
Five cards, your turn.
Upkeep, draw card. Draw for the turn. 2. Crack for black. Go.
21.
7 cards in hand. I really hope you're not finding Chaos Orb or Strip Mine.
I don't have Chaos Orb or Strip Mine. Cards.
4. Oh, why balance? Why? Ivory Tower is not a creature, right? Just asking for a friend. I shoot 3 damage to you in response. You lose 1 land and I lose 3 cards, right? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, and 3.
Yes, turn.
Okay. Pass the turn. 5 cards in hand. Yeah.
Okay.
6 cards in hand. Pass the turn. cards in hand. Draw. 8 cards in hand. Discard a island. Pass the turn. At some point I will find a mox. It's fine.
Sure.
Thinking. Draw. Lord of the board. 2, 4, 6, 8. Still 8 cards. Discard strike. Pass the turn. Maybe it's the worst decision to play it like that, but I don't know.
Sure.
I draw
Oh, I gained a life. I'm at 19.
Sorry. Yeah, I draw 2. Pass the turn. 2, 4, 6, 7 cards in hand.
I go to 20. So dust.
Oh, dust. I knew it. Yeah.
Exiled.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's right.
I draw in the upkeep. I draw for the turn. But I'm allowed to play a land now, right?
Always allowed to play a land.
Okay, we keep it like that. That's true. That's not even discussable. 2, 4, 6, 7. Pass the turn.
That's right.
7 cards in hand. I just draw 2. I hope that is okay like that. I chaos orb one of. Oh no, this is not what we should do, Mitja. Forbidden. Sage of Latnam, pass the turn. 2, 4, 6, 7. No one wants to destroy lands here. No one.
I gain 1. I'm at 21.
Yeah.
Sure.
7 cards still. 2, 4, 6, 7. Sorry, you didn't see it, but draw 2.
These are definitely how you can beat this deck. If you are drawing 2 cards a turn with library or Mind Twist Me, they're going to be your games.
Yeah, but the problem is I can't play lands. And you still have Wrath of God, Disenchant, all that stuff, and I literally can't play creatures. You know what I mean? Like to be honest, I have no idea how to win that round. Really, zero idea. Chaos Orb, 2, 4, 6, 8 cards in hand. With the 1 mana float, this can be good. Copy artifact, Chaos Orb.
Okay, well, we have to.
Oh no, copy artifact on the stack. Sorry.
I have to take the Chaos Orb out.
But how does that work now? Because this one is still in play. This is on the stack, so in fact I can activate the Chaos Orb, right? With the 1.
Yeah, and you can take it, and you can take out anything you want.
I take out the Ivory Tower.
Okay.
So this one hits the board, and I target the Mox Emerald.
Okay.
And I pass the turn. Oh yeah, you also have only Mox Emerald. Pass the turn. Book is good.
Okay.
Do I take a damage? I untap. I think I take a damage because the trigger's on the stack.
Yeah.
Draw trigger.
No. Wait. No, you take a damage when you go to draw if it's tapped.
Oh, okay. So
you won't take a damage.
Good. Thank you. Trigger on the stack. Sacrifice the mana ball. Draw with library first, then draw with the mana with the sage, and then draw for the turn. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. I try to copy your book. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 cards. 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7. Your turn.
Turn.
Okay. Upkeep, draw. Draw for the turn. Okay. I play a Mox Ruby and try to shatter your small book. 7 cards in hand. Pass the turn.
I gain 22.
Only 22. You had this ivory tower for so long, it felt like you already are at like whatsoever 62 or so.
I didn't have many cards though. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a choice. I have to start playing out lands because you've already had this game won otherwise. Your turn.
Okay. End of turn. Small book. Draw a card. Discard a card. Upkeep. Draw. Draw for the turn. So play a land as well. I think this was the, sorry, I rearranged it. This is Mox Emerald. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 cards in hand. I played a land. I have 8 cards in hand. I discard a strip mine and pass the turn to you.
A Jade statue.
Oh, double Jade, yeah. Mana drain the Jade statue.
Okay. Your turn.
So give me a second. End of turn. I draw a card. Oh, sorry. I do not need a second. Then I 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I discard a card. Mishra's Workshop. Untap, untap, untap. Then I draw for the turn. I have 7 cards in hand. You're at 22. I have 4 mana in my pool. I draw a card. I play Mox. You didn't play a land, right?
3 lands.
For 1 blue, I try to draw 3. Draw 3. Okay. Okay. Sorry, it's the hand is not easy to play. You're at 22. If I come on, I play the sushi with the 4 mana and I pass the turn. 2, 4, 6, 8. Wait a second, wait a second. Do I pass the turn? Sorry. I first draw one with the small book. Okay. Discard. Play a mana vault. 2, 4, 6, 7, and then I pass the turn to you.
Strap.
Wrath. Eat the sushi. Draw a card. Wrath is fine.
Sure.
I think I have 8 cards in hand now. Yeah, 8 cards. I draw for the turn. So discard a underground sea and pass the. Oh yeah, pass the turn. 2, 4, 6. Oh, I still have 8 cards. 2, 4, 6, 8. Discard a volcanic. Now it's your turn.
2H8.
That's fine.
Fine.
Go to 17.
Sure.
End of turn. I draw a card. Then I activate the book. Draw a card. Discard a factory. Shatter your jade statue. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, then I go to my turn. I draw. I try to cast demonic. 2, 4, 6, 7. Give me a second.
Have cards. No, mine just wins this. I mean, if you have 0 cards and you have
go for something
active
cool.
library, that's just good. That's just good game.
Yeah, but I don't want to have bullshit games. I mean, I might have you 2 times in a row. I want to go for something cooler.
Okay.
Or at least try to go for something cooler.
But if this were a tournament, this game would end right now.
2, 4, 6, 7. Draw. Thinking. Castle and drop. And I need to pass the turn.
You really made a land drop?
Yep.
Why you did that? Two, three, four, five, six, 7. Oh, I'll let you keep track of your life. 30.
Yep.
Turn. Drop.
Yep.
3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spade.
Yep, that works.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'll discard 2 planes. Your turn.
Draw a card. Discard a card. Thinking. Two, four, six, seven. 7 cards. Draw off the library. Okay. Then I draw for the turn. Play land. This is still Mox Emerald. Sorry. How to do that? Copy artifact. Try to activate the book.
Yeah.
Draw. Play Soul Ring. Try to cast a Tavern.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Go to my time walk turn. So I draw. Mox and land. 9 mana in my pool. Sorry, this one is untapped. 9 mana. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Brain Gazer you for 17.
Okay.
Did I mess it up? I think I messed it up. Thinking. I passed the turn.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20. So
You're at 50?
50 life.
Okay.
Wow. I will draw for turn.
Yeah.
All right, let's just see. What is untapped there? Soul Ring, and what's underneath?
Soul Ring and Mox Ruby.
What's underneath the ruby?
The book, the copied book.
Last
The
book.
small book.
I'll play Torment Script.
Yep.
Play a land for turn.
Yeah.
Black Lotus. That. How many cards are in your library?
9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 8, 8, 8. Sorry, 8.
Okay, and you have Mana Vault, that copy artifacts of Mana Vault, the copy artifacts of Book. What's the copy artifact on your
Emerald,
C?
Mox Emerald.
Okay, well, I guess 2, 4, 5. Play Soul.
Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9. These are cards I kind of want.
How many cards do you have in your library?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay.
Let's see what I can play out here. Play Alien Tome.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to activate Jail Tome.
Okay.
We'll discard the planes. We're going to go to discard. Keep keep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh man, I have so many cards I would keep.
Yeah, I messed it up, to be honest.
3, 4.
I miscalculated. And that's why I'm losing now. But it doesn't matter. To be honest, I don't want to win another game with shitty Mind Twist. I wanted to deck you, but it didn't work out well.
I still consider this your game, but your turn.
Untap. I untap a Mana Vault. Untap a Mana Vault. And untap the other Mana Vault. Draw. Play a land. And pass the turn.
Okay. I'm going to gain life, go to 53. But I think that's going to matter. Oh.
I think you can search for lands if you want to. Smiley.
There's nothing left. Yeah, there's nothing left.
No.
Play Factory. I'll swing for 3.
6.
5.
Okay, 5. No, 6, right?
I just played 1.
But it
just
just
for
said
5.
you 3, right?
3, 4, 5. Oh, yep, 6.
Yeah.
I'll jail him.
Yeah.
And I will discard a fire. And I will say, turn 7 cards.
7 cards. Yeah. I untap. I draw. I try to cast animated.
Sure.
What to pick? Go for a trike. And I pass the turn. Yeah, I passed the turn.
We'll try to swords your trick.
Okay, I gain 4 life.
Okay, so you just take it. So you gain 4. Do you have Ancestral Recall in your graveyard?
Yes.
Okay. And brain geysers in your graveyard.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna gain 2 life, 55. Well, for 7.
Oh, yeah.
Your turn.
So I'm at 14, I go to 7.
That's turn.
Let's see. Try to cast Twister.
I'll respond and use the crypt.
Okay. I shuffle back in my hand.
Your twister's in your graveyard, though.
Yeah, I know. But
This is this goes to the graveyard. Okay.
Seven. I don't think I played a land for the turn. Ha! Look at that. Look at that. 3 mana. Go to 5. Psyblast myself. I really tried to deck you and it didn't work out.
How can you try to deck me when I have these 2 cards
the
up?
thing is, I gambled. I gambled that you're not having the Thomas Crypt and just win it.
But when you brain guys me for 17, I'm very likely to draw this.
I know, but the thing is, I don't want to win another game with Mind Twist. How annoying is that?
I mean, this was your game because there was the point when you had an active library, you tutored, and I don't have any threats on the board because this is not that deck. And if you just twist me right there and I have 0 cards and you have an active library, it's great. So in reality, this was fun just to see what would happen if that didn't happen. But these are 3, Mind Twist, and a library.
Mind Twist is just
it happens. But we spoke about that in Swedish. Mind Twist and library are there, and sometimes lead to non-game. So that's
exactly.
But yeah, if you get Mind Twist, and the next game you have active library, I can't stop. That leads to Mind Twist. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Yeah, it doesn't matter what removal I have. There's nothing I can do.
But the thing is, as long as you have the removal in hand, I really need to find all the pressure, because your removal is so efficient with the dust to dust and stuff like that. You always 2-for-1 me, which is kind of hard.
Oh, there's only 1 Wrath in the sideboard.
Shall I start?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Because my sideboard plan is super short, I actually had 0 cards to board in. I mean, it's discussable if I want another expel against an ivory tower. The problem is with the earthquake, it probably kills me. So yeah, I decided not to board it in. With the other cards, no blue, no red, no creatures, no Arabian Nights. This is a shortcut for why I didn't bring those in. What I took in were the 3 shatters just to take care of the books and stuff like that. I maybe should have waited with the shatters for cards like Tormod's Crypt or the Feldon's Cane, which would be much better to destroy than a small book. Yeah, I took out Tetravus because this one is basically 6 life for you when you board in the Divine Offering. I took out the Felvar Stone because I think we're in a slow matchup anyways. And I took out 1 Sushi. It's discussable if you want to keep 1 Felvar Stone, so 1 mana source more, and take out another Sushi. But this is, I think, both kind of right. It works both. So that's why I decided to take out those 3 and take in the 3 shatters. Yeah.
What to bring in was really easy. The 3 dust to dust should be brutal to go up to 4 dust to dust against some heavy artifact deck. The 2 divine offerings and even a wrath, because if you somehow, part of how robots wins is by playing a robot, copy artifacting it, right, putting a lot of pressure on the board, and it's really hard to do that when I can put in at least a second wrath. Maybe I should even have a third wrath on the sideboard, which I'm not really sure. This deck's still a work in progress, but these cards were going to come in. And then what to take out? I didn't think that the Ivory Tower was as important because if I'm bringing in will prevent you from dealing damage to me, so almost better than Ivory Tower. I figured you don't have Arabian cards, although you have one that won that last game, so library. So, but I'm not keeping Bottle in just for that. I took out one Jade. I don't even know if 4 Jades in the main is correct. Maybe 3 is right. I'm not sure you need 4. 4 feels a little bit heavy, so I'm not sure about that anyway. So I thought 1 can come out. And I've seen decks like this with 1, 2, or 3 Armageddons. Again, I'm not sure 3 is right, but Armageddon is so good when you can Armageddon and then you can tax. It forces your opponent because you don't, unlike in Atlantic where you have Rainbow Veil from Fallen Empires, you can't give your opponent an extra land, play games with the land count. So Geddon is really your answer in Swedish. I didn't think I needed 3, and you have Mana Vault, so Geddon is worse from someone who's playing 3 or 4 Mana Vaults. So I figured I'd take a couple of them out and still leave 1 in. And then what I didn't bring in, you could always bring in Sarah's, but I didn't think I needed that. I wanted to play more of the control game, and you're not playing heavy swamps, and I didn't think the Spirit Links, I thought I could just remove your creatures. If you were playing Jazams or Dibs, these cards look so good. And again, I'm not even sure these belong in the sideboard. Another Bottle in case, and then you're not playing red, and I didn't think I needed this. I was just going to remove your creatures. This is my favorite monocolor deck that I've played so far. It's really good. I mean, okay, forget that, the deck kind of got killed a few games in a row. Mind Twist, and then Library/Mind Twist. Those cards are just brutal. There's nothing you could do about that. But it's an interesting strategy because white has all of the removal in the game. So you can just push the removal aspect really hard. So I really suggest everyone trying the deck. And it's, I think, quite beautiful to play, just a monocolor deck. It's really nice aesthetically to see it. And if you can win, you never feel bad if you're beating somebody down with just one color deck. You're not doing it with the all the broken cards. But that's what I did for the sideboard. It's always fun to see a robots deck. And that was a very nice list your friend had. I enjoyed it very much. I hope everybody is going to subscribe and like the video. And we will see you back in the Brewers Tavern for episode 62 soon. Thanks, everyone.
Exactly. Thank you very much. And see you next time. Bye-bye, guys. Bye.